Hello, everyone. I'm here today to walk you through these journals that I've been working on for months now, and I'm just so excited that they're finally in my hands. They're all ready to go and send out. They don't all look like this. This one is mine that I made for myself. There's also these guys and these guys. I wanted to solve the problem that I found when I really was thinking about what is my Patreon doing. And one of the things I love about it is sending you guys artwork and prints in the mail. But I was like, what are they doing with all of these sketches or prints? And I couldn't answer that without being like, "Ugh, they're gonna have to like frame them and hang them up, or they're just gonna put them in storage. And there's got to be a better solution." So I thought I'll make a photo album or a journal or something that people can use. And then it just completely got out of hand because it's me and it always does. But I actually really, really love this expanded idea. So, what I made are Commonplace Keepsake journals, which is sort of a combination of multiple things. Commonplacing or commonplace journaling goes back to the Renaissance era. Lots of people throughout history have been known to have a commonplace book themselves. Mark Twain, Thomas Jefferson, John Milton, I think maybe Emily Bronte. Lots of people throughout history to store their thoughts, their inspirations, their notes on things. And it's something that I started doing when I was like 16 years old, keeping things in a little notebook that I would want to read over later. And I didn't know that it had a name, but it does. It's called commonplacing. And then I added the keepsake part because obviously I'm going to be sending you letters and artwork and things like that. It's like a little keepsake book as well. So, all of that said, let me also add, I don't want you to think of this as like a chore. If all you ever do with this is keep it on a shelf, and when I send you stuff, you add stuff into it, that's perfect. That's all I hoped for. But there are other elements to it that you can add to yourself. I put in blank pages. If you send me things that you've created with these pages, I'll be able to add them into my book over here, and that would be super cool. But again, if all you ever do with this book is look at it, that's perfect. So getting into it, I designed these front pages for every section. I also made these little tabs on the side, which was a painstaking labor of love, but so worth it because the only other tabs I could find were absolutely hideous. They were just like bulky and gross. So I made these. I'm very proud of them. And yeah, there's the opening page. You'll have a little explanation of what each section is. That's the first one, so there's not a whole lot. But here's the artwork section. First of all, the artwork opening page, some prompts, one of the prints that I'm sending out to you guys, as well as the Christmas card from Christmas. And then these are examples of the sketches that would come from my sketchbook that I would send out to you guys. I sketch them and then scan them. I seal them all with a crystal clear protectant layer, and I mount them on these cardstock pieces here. And then I send them out to my, I think, dinner and dessert. You guys get sketches from my sketchbook. And obviously my Titans. And then what I'm really excited about is these printed pages of my sketches that I scanned in. And you can see these first few pages, they look fine, they're nice. But then my printer died and I had to go out and buy a new one, and that's what this final page is. And it just did such a really good job that I'm like kind of okay that my first printer died. This just looks so much more like an actual sketch, whereas this very much looks like a scan and a printout. But anyway, when I send you guys stuff, I'll also be sending you scanned pages of my sketches from the last, I think we do 3 month sections. Plus you have blank pages for yourself if you want to do some artwork. I obviously highly recommend sketching. It's super fun. Quotes page. Like I briefly mentioned before, I had always been the kid that was like writing down notes in her journal, favorite lines from TV shows mostly. And then also occasionally, like I even say it in here, this is an example of something that I had written in my Commonplace journal when I was like 16, a little bit of dialogue that I thought maybe I would use in a book one day. He's really growing on me. Yeah, like leprosy. Things like I thought were funny and might be worthwhile to like throw in something someday. I keep mostly like funny quotes because that's just what I like, but also I've been scouring the internet for some like more life affirming, helpful, positive mindset quotes. These are the first quote pages that I'm sending out to you guys, sort of like an art project as well as quotes. But yeah, I'm excited to like play with different things with the quote pages and see what happens, what we can think up. correspondence. Ever since I was a little kid, getting a letter in the mail was the best thing ever. I had at least one pen pal going until I was like 17 years old. I can count on one hand the amount of letters I've gotten over the past 15 years. And actually, most of them have been from you guys, and I can't tell you how special and exciting that is to me. So I'm going to be sending you guys letters in these pages. That way you can just take them and put them right in your book. Here's going to be a nice place to keep the letters that I'm going to send you guys. Various other section, very important section to have. I don't know how many of you actually do journal or keep any kind of book around you for random notes, but the amount of times I just need some place to write something down real quick that I will then go back to later and sort into another section. It's very high. I do that all the time. So this is going to be a section of your book where you can just put any little thing. That is going to be for whatever you need, whatever comes to mind, that you can just have a little nice, tidy place to catch your ideas as they come. That was the walkthrough of the Commonplace Keepsake Journal, which I am very excited to be sending out to you guys soon, very excited to be adding to later. I already have ideas for new sections that I will one day add, or like I might make charms for people, and I hope that you guys like them. And if you want to interact with them, fill out pages yourselves, that would be amazing. And if you don't, again, that's perfectly fine, because the whole point was to have a place to keep the things that I'm going to send you guys. So thanks for watching, and I hope you're all doing well. Thanks, guys. Bye.